Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson not in attendance at the team's first day of voluntary offseason workouts on Monday. When asked about Jefferson's absence, head coach Kevin O'Connell said his attendance for other parts of the offseason program, quote, remains to be seen. Another wide receiver not at his team's offseason workouts, Cowboys wideout CeeDee Lamb. According to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, Lamb will not attend without a new contract extension. Lamb is set to make just under $18 million on his fifth-year option with the Cowboys. Rappaport also reporting Eagles wide receiver Devontae Smith agreeing to a 3-year contract extension that'll run through 2028, worth $75 million with $51 million guaranteed. And Colts defensive tackle DeForest Buckner getting an extension of his own, signing a 2-year deal worth $46 million. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
Free! Who doesn't love free? With Milo's Rewards, you get the member-only treatment that's actually worth it. Enjoy free member gifts you'll love. And once you reach Silver Key status, you can get free standard shipping. Because Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowe's.com/MyLowe's Rewards today. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Member gifts may be subject to additional terms and restrictions. See Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details. Subject to change.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXOL, Central California. I checked, and I can confirm it is a Tuesday, the 16th day of April, 2024. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
Another beautiful day.
Another beautiful day in paradise.
Ah, yes. One right after the other. It's going to get a little bit warm, but okay, we handle that. And the winds have died down.
Yes, finally, which is nice.
And I can handle the heat. I can handle the wind, but I prefer not to have the wind.
Oh, yeah. Last night was beautiful.
Yes. Great night for stargazing.
Yeah, I went and saw my little cousin's, little Frankie's baseball game.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I watch him practice all the time.
Oh, yeah. Probably having balls end up in your yard, I'm sure.
Well, on occasion, and that's okay. That I have no problem with that. I'm not the cranky old guy that stands out, in the front of the house. Get off my yard.
Yeah, old man yells at clouds.
Yes. Oh, well. In the news, in Austin, Texas, arrest warrants have been issued for Destiny Sion Robinson. Now, officials say she posed as a rideshare driver, drugged men who got into her vehicle, then stole their cell phones and wallets, and charged up credit cards for thousands of dollars. Yeah, if she wanted to take men for everything they had, she should have just married them, right? Yeah, that might have worked. And I know your favorite artist, rapper Lil Wayne, right?
Oh, gosh. Lil something.
Okay, Lil Wayne sold his contemporary Miami Beach mansion for $8 million less than the asking price.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, I guess there was little interest. Okay. I'm not so sure I'd want to buy, a mansion from a rapper.
Oh, it was in Miami, right? So it's probably underwater now is what was happening.
Well, could well be underwater and probably have to cover up the bullet holes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, birthdays, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, actor Peter Mark Richmond. He was on Dynasty. He is 92. Singer Bobby Vinton, 84. Yeah, actress Helen Barkin, 65. Actor Michael Gill, 59. Jason Sheff of Chicago. He's with the group Chicago. He may well be from the city of Chicago, but he plays bass and sings with the group Chicago, which started out as Chicago Transit Authority, and then the Chicago Transit Authority sued and said, you can't use our name. Anyway, he's 57. Little Jimmy Osmond, 56. Actor, comedian Martin Lawrence, 54. Actor John Cryer, 54. You know my favorite Christmas movie, A Christmas Story? You'll shoot your eye out. Okay. Peter Billingsley is 48. Actor Lucas Haas, 43. Actress Sadie Sink is 17. Local birthdays, we've got them coming up.
IID reminds everyone that celebrations at any time of the year can be festive and safe. To make the most of them, IID asks you to keep balloons made of Mylar securely tied down. By doing so, you'll help avoid a risk to public safety and preventing power outages. When you safely secure these metallic balloons, you're helping to be safe and keep the power on for everyone. That is something to celebrate. And when the festivities are over, IID thanks you for deflating and disposing of them properly. IID, where customers always come first.
We have happy birthday wishes going out to Rosalie Avina, Bobby Ellis, Gloria Vasquez, Elisa Packram, Eduardo Amascua, Randy Holmes, Daniel Ponce, Martha Rodriguez, Tyler Jensen, Jacob Keating, Joshua Irving, Helen Noriega, Lillian Agundez, Mara Valenzuela, Sandy Lyon, Crystal Reardon, Nicholas Arambula, and Anthony Ornelas. Happy birthday from Kxo. Okay, coming up, we'll take a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news. We'll go in depth with the weather, give you an idea what we're going to have for the next week or so. So you want to make sure you're ready for that, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And lexicographer Susie Dent claims the vocabulary of young people is shrinking because, well, they're abandoning books for screens. Yes, a statement from several school students reads, LOL, with a smiley face emoji. I can see it coming, right?
Oh, that's the new language, Short abbreviations and emojis.
That's okay. The English language works well, as does the Spanish, French, Turkish, whatever language. Go with that, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm
okay.
Sure some people are wondering, what's a lexicographer? Well, it's somebody who studies language.
Studies language and words. Yep. As well, the word study would be a semanticist.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We've got the news. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to start off with a look at world and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News Brief. Donald Trump is sitting through a second day of jury selection in his criminal hush money trial in New York. He lamented,
I should be right now in Pennsylvania, in Florida, in many other states, North Carolina, Georgia, campaigning. This is all coming from the Biden White House.
The Supreme Court's begun hearing an obstruction case that could bar some charges against Trump in his election fraud case and undo convictions of January 6th rioters. Defense attorney Jeffrey Green says some shouldn't have been convicted in the first place.
The government would have you ignore all that or disregard all that.
The International Monetary Fund has upgraded its global growth forecast, calling the economy surprisingly resilient. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
In 2023, the global inflation rate was 6.8%. The IMF believes it will drop to 5.9% this year and 4.5% in 2025.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news. Protesters demanding an end to the war in Gaza block traffic and disrupt operations on the Golden Gate Bridge, I-880 in Oakland, and the Tesla plant in Fremont. Dozens arrested after blocking Bay Area traffic for hours.
Our disentanglement team was able to successfully defeat the intricate devices the protesters utilized.
On Goodbrand with CHP, there were similar demonstrations across the country. A 22-year-old recruit firefighter killed after he was apparently involved in a traffic collision in Studio City, struck by a car as he got out of his car to assess the situation.
Preliminary information is during that assessment and assistance, he tragically was struck, likely by another vehicle.
Captain Eric Scott with LA Fire says they're investigating the case as a hit and run. The victim identified as 22-year-old Jacob 40. California taking action to slash the budget shortfall by $17 billion. Lawmakers approved it last week. Governor Newsom signed the bill yesterday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Texting enrolls you in a reoccurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Guys, if you're over 40 feeling like you're falling off in your workouts, career, maybe even in the bedroom, it could be lower testosterone. But you're not alone. In fact, superstar Hall of Famer Frank Thomas has a secret for you about how to get back your drive with Nugenix Total T.
I did notice after 40. The energy level had dropped dramatically. You want to feel like you've always felt. You want to go home with energy. You want to go to work with energy. And that's what I tell guys. It helps all facets of your life. Nugenix Total T is the real deal. I haven't felt this great in 15 years. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Text TIER to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text TEAR to 321-321. That's TIER to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations right here in the Valley at El Centro Motors, at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With the news, here's Jaren Anchondo.
In the KXO newsroom, Board of Supervisors meet Tuesday. Board of Supervisors regular meeting. It could be a short meeting. The board goes into public session at 10 a.m. The board will be asked to adopt a proclamation declaring April 21st through 27th as National Crime Victims' Rights Week. The theme this year will be How Would You Help? Options, Services, and Hopes for Crime Survivors. They will also be asked to adopt a resolution recognizing Elizabeth Seiss for 30 years of service to the County of Imperial. There are 2 action items on the agenda. The board will discuss and possibly take action on a letter of support for Lithium Valley recompete proposal to the U.S. Department of Commerce Economic Development Administration. They will also discuss and possibly take action regarding a budget amendment resolution in the amount of $313,000 for fleet services to recognize unanticipated revenue and use of fund balance. Items may be pulled from the consent calendar and placed on action agenda for discussion and possible action. And today is Election Day. Only residents of the city of Calexico will be going to the polls for a special election. Border city voters will cast ballots either for or against the recall of Mayor Raul Urena and Mayor Pro Tem Gilberto Manzanares. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Election Day. This is KXO News.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
A grant to benefit senior residents. The Imperial Valley Wellness Foundation receives a grant. The More than $200,000 will be used to develop communities of care. Those communities will be in the north end towns of the county. The foundation says they want to create spaces for seniors to come and be comfortable and discuss their issues. The communities of care will be created to help combat some of the issues. The Imperial Valley Wellness Foundation was one of 4 organizations to receive grants in California from the SCAN Foundation, the California Healthcare Foundation, and Meta Funds. And Branding Iron Awards are still a while away. Brawley Chamber is preparing for the Branding Iron Awards. The Chamber of Commerce of Greater Brawley is organizing this year's dinner. That includes accepting nominations. Nominations are open right now, with the deadline to submit a nomination at 5 p.m. May 17th. The Branding Iron Award recognizes individuals who embody outstanding leadership qualities and continue to demonstrate their dedication to bettering the community. The nominees will be active Brawley Chamber members in good standing. Only one nominee will be selected for the award. To submit a nomination or to get more information, contact the Brawley Chamber. KXO News Time, 7:44.
And coming up, page 2 of the local news with weather. Page 1, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Demand for lithium is skyrocketing, and Imperial Valley is home to one of the largest lithium deposits in the world. While this presents an opportunity for new local jobs and businesses, there are also risks. Local lithium projects can consume tens of millions of gallons of water each year, and without appropriate measures can also expose families to dangerous chemicals and hazardous waste. Imperial Valley's lithium economy must not come at the cost of our water and health. Proposed lithium projects must keep local families informed and commit to maximum community protections. Join us in demanding responsible lithium development. For more information, visit us at ccbhealth.org.
And page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. They've got daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. daily.
Imperial Valley Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony. 16th Annual Imperial Valley Law Enforcement Ceremony. It is scheduled for May 3rd. It will be held at the courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. There will be a family and VIP reception before the ceremony begins. The organizing committee says 49 law enforcement officers who died in the line of duty will be honored. The officers will be from federal, state, county, and city agencies in Imperial County. Law enforcement agencies will again participate in the ceremony. The ceremony will honor all fallen officers from every agency throughout the history of Imperial County. The event will begin with a motorcade of law enforcement vehicles along with a full honor ceremony. Guest speakers will take turns reading the names of each fallen officer. There will be a 21-gun salute. There will be a flag-folding ceremony, taps, and Amazing Grace, and a moment of silence where glow sticks will be lit to represent a candlelight vigil. The public is encouraged to attend Friday, May 3rd, beginning at 7 p.m. And in other news, Calexico turns 116 years old for Calexico. Anniversary party for the city of Calexico. It'll be held Friday at the City Hall. The city was incorporated on April 1st, 1908. Special guests at Friday's celebration were Calexico Mayor Gloria Romo, Mayor Pro Tem Gilberto Manzanares, County Supervisor Jesus Escobar, and a representative from the office of the governor of Baja California. The attending public enjoyed mariachi music, dance groups, and a cake. Speeches were delivered by the mayor and Mayor Pro Tem. Brawley Council will meet tonight. The council will consider a proposal to approve a 1-year cybersecurity services contract with CrowdStrike Incorporated to provide management, detection, and response to cyber threats. The contract amount is $34,200. The meeting is at City Council chambers and starts at 6 p.m. and IIDs to host Earth Day celebrations. Earth Day is April 20th. The theme this year will be Planet versus Plastics. The event will be free to attend. It will be at IV Expo Plaza de la Cultura in Imperial. There will be a special appearance by lineman Dippy. Back in my day, we called him Dippy Duck. I think they're cousins. The south parking lot will be open for the public. The celebration will include free hot dogs and chips, free snow cones from 12 to 1 p.m., home gardening and composting, recycling, music, IID information booths, and a coloring activity station, and more. The event will run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. KXO News Time, 748.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions will persist through the next week. Temperatures today will run about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday before afternoon highs further warm into the low to mid-90s starting Wednesday. Above normal temperatures will continue through the latter half of the week and into next week as the Imperial Valley and Yuma highs will climb into the mid to upper 90s each day. 80, the high in the valley yesterday, 52 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 89. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming southeast. Clear tonight with an overnight low about 61. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming south-southeast after midnight. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 97. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east-northeast. 58 degrees, 51% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 325 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two, with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at kokopahresort.com.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. Major League Baseball action, the Padres rolled. Padres topped the Milwaukee Brewers, did it in a really strange way, scoring 6 runs with a bunch of singles, an error, a catcher's interference, a pass ball. Anyway, Padres topped the Brewers 7-3. Elsewhere, Guardians shut out the Red Sox 6-0. Orioles topped the Twins 7-4. Phillies nipped the Rockies 2-1. Giants edged the Marlins 4-3. Rangers blanked the Tigers 1-0. Angels over the Rays 7-3. It was the Blue Jays beating the Yankees 3-1, Mets 6, Pirates 3. Royals shut out the White Sox 2-0. It was the Braves over the Astros 6-1. Cubs slipped by the Diamondbacks 3-2. Cardinals topped the Athletics 3-1. Mariners over the Reds 9-3, and the Nationals beat the Dodgers 6-4.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, the 2024 WNBA draft is in the books, and as expected, The Indiana Fever selected Caitlin Clark, number 1. She'll get to team up with reigning Rookie of the Year, Aliyah Boston, which Clark said, lights your eyes up as a point guard. Together, these two will form the most exciting young duo in the league. And the number 2 pick, well, the Los Angeles Sparks took Cameron Brink. The Chicago Sky went with Camila Cardoso. And the Sparks, with another pick, took Reke Jackson. Sase Lema scored a win in the Boston Marathon, setting a record pace to build a lead of more than half a mile. The 34-year-old Ethiopian slowed down after getting the big lead. And, after running alone, he crossed the finish line in 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 17 seconds, which would be about my time in the 100-meter dash. Rashee Rice and Teddy Knox are being sued in Texas for over $1 million in actual damages and $10 million in punitive damages by 2 people who say they were injured in a 6-vehicle crash March 30th in Dallas. The plaintiffs allege Rice and Knox deliberately raced their vehicles at speeds well beyond the posted limits and caused a 6-vehicle crash that led to the injuries. NBA action, it's play-in time. The Lakers will play the Pelicans. The winner advances. The Warriors and the Kings also with a play-in match. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Pioneers. You can log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. We're going to slip right into some financial news for you. The U.S. Department of Justice is preparing to sue the country's largest concert promoter and ticketing website, Live Nation, in the coming weeks for breaking America's antitrust laws, according to the Wall Street Journal. The lawsuit against Live Nation Entertainment, the parent company of Ticketmaster, will allege the ticketing company used its market-leading position to harm competition for live events, according to the Journal. Ticketmaster drew the ire of U.S. government officials and fans after a system meltdown in 2022. U.S. lawmakers grilled Live Nation executives at a hearing in January 2023, which, in a rare event, brought together Democrats and Republicans over the company's industry dominance that critics say is harming rivals, musicians, and fans. Tesla is reportedly cutting more than 10% of its global workforce by the global staff of 140,000. The cuts for the company, which had nearly doubled its overall headcount since the end of 2020, is just the latest example of the effects of more competition and softer demand in the electric car sector. On Monday, Elon Musk posted on X, about every 5 years, we need to reorganize and streamline the company for the next phase of growth. Responding to posts reacting to the layoffs and the departure of 2 high-ranking Tesla executives, Drew Baglino and Rohan Patel. Let's take a look at what's going on the big board right now. It's a bit mixed. The Dow is up 34 points at 37,768. The S&P 500 down 13 at 5,048. And the NASDAQ off 26 points at 15,858. Meanwhile, gold up $7 an ounce. Oil is up a penny. Better buy now before it goes even higher.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
And the market reaction, well, Wall Street reacting as Bank of America and Morgan Stanley are posting first quarter earnings, and that may have an effect. We will have sunny skies today with a high near 89, west wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming southeast. Clear tonight, a low around 61, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Sunny on Wednesday with a high near 97, west wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast. And right now downtown, we have 59 degrees with that 51% our relative humidity. Wind is coming out of the west at 3 to 5 miles an hour. The financial and weather news brought to you this morning by Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365-day-a-year service. You'll find Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Attention golfers. Golf Liquidation in Yuma is having a huge liquidation sale. Right now, save on over 800 golf bags and over 10,000 new and used golf clubs. Callaway, TaylorMade, and more. Men's and ladies' golf clubs are now only $6. Golf Liquidation has their own hitting area and putting green. It's their huge liquidation sale happening now at Golf Liquidation, 10581 South Frontage Road in Yuma.
Well, coming up, we've got a look at CBS. CBS top of the hour news, pretty much every hour around here. Throughout the day, we bring you local news. We keep updating the weather forecast so you know what to expect. And, of course, we're live, we're local. We're right here in the Imperial Valley. We are AM 1230 KXO.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. The U.S. Supreme Court's hearing arguments in a case that could affect the prosecution of former President Trump and others charged in the Capitol attack. It's about the charge of obstruction of an official proceeding that's been used in corporate fraud cases. Attorney Jeffrey Green represents an insurrection defendant.
The January 6 prosecutions demonstrate that there are a host of felony and misdemeanor crimes that cover the alleged conduct. A Sarbanes-Oxley-based, Enron-driven evidence tampering statute is not one of them.
And former President Trump back in court today in New York as jury selection continues in his hush money trial. 3 people excused in the early going today. Dozens have already admitted they don't think they could be fair. Heading into court, Trump said the case is keeping him off the presidential campaign trail.
I should be right now in Pennsylvania, in Florida, in many other states, North Carolina, Georgia, campaigning. This is all coming from the Biden White House.
CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
He can campaign on Wednesdays, but even that could be in jeopardy later on. The judge was saying that if the trial is taking too long, we might start meeting on Wednesdays, and Trump's attorney was really pushing back on that, saying that Trump is also trying to run a campaign here.
House Speaker Mike Johnson this morning brushing off increased calls from some Republicans to oust him and said he would not resign his post. And Johnson also made the push for a Senate impeachment trial for Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
The American people want a full and public trial. I think they deserve to see the evidence, and it will be unconscionable and, in my view, unconstitutional if Chuck Schumer fails in that responsibility.
Overseas, CBS's Imtiaz Tayyab reports Prime Minister Netanyahu's chief political opponent in Israel is weighing in on what should be done to to respond to Iran's weekend drone and missile attacks.
You have Benny Gantz, who wants to see a strike almost imminently because he believes that there's international support behind Israel. But you have Prime Minister Netanyahu, who's pumping the brakes, clearly listening to partners around the world and trying to think, okay, what do we do and how do we do it? And that answer has not been made.
Well, the country's military chief said there would be a response from Israel and Iran would, quote, not get off scot-free. Now to Greece, where they lit the Olympic flame today. The Summer Games are in Paris in late July. Wall Street's, right now the Dow is up about 68 points. The S&P is down 13 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Pluto TV has over 300 channels and thousands of TV shows and movies for whatever mood you're in. Just open the app and something good will already be playing because it's curated by people who love TV as much as you do. So if you're in the mood for comedy, there's 18 channels that'll make you laugh. Looking for drama? We got so much of it, you'll cry tears of joy. Reality shows, game shows, sports, Star Trek, and even more Star Trek. No matter what mood you're in, there's something on Pluto TV. Just download the app and start streaming. Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
A Muslim student who wanted to pray during lunch has lost a court fight against a London school that bans prayer on campus. The court said restrictions were made clear when she enrolled. 25 new inductees into the National Recording Registry at the Library of Congress. They include 1978's breakthrough album by Blondie, Parallel Lines. Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die from 1994. From the same year, Green Day's Dookie.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
The Chicks smash from 1998. And a Gene Autry holiday classic recorded in 1949.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little tall on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.